taking on Dwayne Haskins and the New England Patriots.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mahomes going to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A quick slant to Hill. And he will He'll take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
A 7.
There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 5 catches, 94 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
25-yard
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Tate on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to knock them.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him. And that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
By the Patriots.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First and goal.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level because sometimes...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with Kamara. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to number 81. It's a gain of
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Haskins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Camaro. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He will give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Camaro. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Haskins will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Haskins to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
15 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And a yard.
Running with Camaro. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete
From 3 yards out.
Touchdown.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The extra point.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
25-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. try to pound it in. Kamara. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now it's Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete to number.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you throw 3...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. And now That completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the gun, Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touch, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker in a kickoff.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Haskins, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third down, here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
29 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
11 on the play.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now a pause here after the play because, as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Nassib, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that one will be accepted. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
first and
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow You can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deebo Samuel, 76 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here.
2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Haskins will throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mahomes sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
First down, New England.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Chiefs, 28.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Second down, Haskins. Pass incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
By Josh.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
34 on the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deebo Samuel. 38 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
22-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right? Yeah. Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And a Patriot first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Another carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Haskins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken in at the 3. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.